Well, good morning, Faith family. And as we are in August, and I wanted to use these waning, beautiful, relaxing summer days to continue with our remote church. So, good morning. If you're sitting outside, I hope you're enjoying the weather. If you're inside, I hope you're enjoying some comfort, and a welcome to our worship service. Well, as you can probably tell, the big news for next week, and for the big news for this announcement right now, is, of course, I got a new cross. Let's check that out. There we go. A new Celtic cross. So that's the big news. So that's our announcements. Of course, I'm being ridiculous and silly right now. Our big news is next Sunday, 1 week from now, August 30th, we're going to attempt our first time meeting back together physically in the same location for the first time since our decision to shutter the doors temporarily all the way back in March. So here's a few sort of things to be aware of. Both Mountsburg and Westover are going to meet at the standard times. They're going to be reduced services, pretty casual. Unfortunately, at this time, we've agreed not to do any singing or very, very reduced little amounts and stuff like that, as singing indoors is the big sort of concern from our government, from virologists, and I want to make sure that we are being safe as we gather together. So neither of the services are going to go an hour. It's mostly just to sort of occupy the same physical space, because I know I'm missing you. I know many of you are missing each other. So we're going to be very strict on our protocols as we enter into our door, because both churches have very narrow passageways. We'll make sure that one, or obviously if you're married and living together, a couple comes in at a time, but we give each other a lot of space. We will choose our seats with the awareness of other people around. Both churches are pretty small, so I don't want to restrict anybody. And as of right now, we'll let anybody who wants to come, and we'll just sort of make sure that everybody's sitting in socially responsible and with a good amount of distance, which does mean you may not be able to sit in the pew that you're used to sitting in. Okay, just putting that out there right now. Not that we really have a lot of concern about that, but we're going to let social distancing trump tradition in this consideration. So Mountsburg will be meeting at Mountsburg Baptist Church at 9:30. Masks will be available, but please try and bring yours from home. We'll be wearing masks the entire time while we're indoors, and we'll pray, we'll gather together, we'll check in with each other. It's going to be very casual. Now, for those of you who either A, don't want to do that, totally fair, totally fine. We want to honor that. And obviously B, for those of you, again, as I've said before, who won't actually be able to come to us physically because you don't live in Ontario, anywhere nearby. Some crazy bug just ran up my leg. And is continuing to do so. So I'm going to try and be brave and go through this. The remote church is going to continue. We're always going to have some version of this. I want to take some time and find some other creative ways to sort of express this. But rest assured, every Sunday there will still be a virtual online meeting time, and that's something that our churches are committed to going forward, irrespective of what happens with COVID-19 or anything else. So there will still be online church, but this Sunday, August 30th, will be the first time that we're going to very carefully and very slowly start to get into the habit of meeting together in the same physical space. So that's very exciting. And all right, so let's enjoy this last Sunday of purely online service. And as we continue to go forward with wisdom, with care and compassion for each other. And I don't know about you, but I'm very, very excited to see everybody. But if you have any lingering health concerns, I cannot stress this enough. Please stay home, access remote church, and only gather together in the physical space when it is best for you and for the community. So let's continue to love and support and protect each other. All right, that's it for the announcements. Make sure to read the scripture passages as we look in this religion versus faith, part 1 this Sunday, and then part 2 as we sort of close off our What is the Church series will be on Sunday, August 30th, the first time we meet together sort of physically. And boy, did that ever work out well for a timing. All right, blessings, read all the passages, enjoy the songs, enjoy some reflection. Let's dig in.